Hey everybody, Namud here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the people that are not awake and not aware of the things that are going on around them. And I'm not just talking about what you're spoon-fed from the mainstream media or whatever celebrity life is going on right now. Like, none of that shit really matters. Some things you should be aware about. The Japanese nuclear disaster that's still ongoing that you don't hear any mention of. You hear about whatever Arnold's kid from his housekeeper or whatever, but you don't hear about this disaster that's still going on that pretty much makes Japan unlivable forever. And the area that it spans is just going to get bigger and bigger, and it has consequences for everybody around the world. And yes, this disaster is far worse than Chernobyl, which we all know how bad that was. And this is not only one reactor, it's 3 reactors that are impossible meltdown or have already melted down since March. The government's been lying about everything that's been going on over there. They're not telling their people what's really going on. With all the crazy weather we've been having, I'm pretty sure a little bit of the nuclear fallout has some stuff to do with that. Another big thing, if you think about it, the BP oil spill that pretty much messed up the current flows that bring the water around to give us our, warmer temperatures. That's one big reason we're having these insane storms, crazy weather. And you don't hear none of that. You don't hear news talk about any of it. The bird die-offs that were reported at the beginning of the year that were, what they called it, fireworks, made them fall down. I mean, if you believe that. Still going on all over the world. Animal die-offs are happening with no mention of it on the news at all. Like I said, the only thing you'll hear about is whatever celebrity thing is going on right now. Another thing that they like to talk about right now, what's popular, is Osama bin Laden's death. Well, his 9th death, reported death. I like to call him the cat. His 9 lives, apparently. But at least now, with it being big, maybe we won't have to hear about him anymore. And one of the real big things I wanted to know and ask is this obsession with celebrities. I don't know what it is, why we have such an obsession with their lives. And I mean, you really, they don't fucking matter. You more worried about, American Idol, Dancing with the Stars, whatever controversies going on with celebrities, but you don't really want to discuss anything that should be discussed or what we should be talking about. That, you're turning this country over to your kids, but you say you love your kids, you care about your kids, but really you don't, because if you did, you would want to do something about it, when they ask you in the future, oh, why is our way of life so bad? And you're going to all you can say is that, oh, we lived in the moment. And you honestly can tell them that you didn't really care, which you should, but you don't. And I really don't know why this obsession with celebrities and the shit that doesn't really matter goes on when there's really big things that we need to be more concerned about. And that's pretty much what they want, is for you to have this mindless obsession about things that don't really matter. And that's a way that they are able to control you and control your way of life. And just, you think you're able to live free, but you're really not. You're controlled. With commercials, they're hand-picked with the colors, the music, the way they present it, just to sell you everything. And then if you watch most of these infomercials, they really show, and it's really in your face, that they think you are dumb as shit. And they just want you to buy this product that you really don't need. People buy them left and right. You really don't need them. And I really try to get information out to people, but I don't understand why they just can't look into anything. I try to present them with a documentary that has tons of facts in it that you should be aware of, but they say, oh, it's an hour and a half long, or it's 2 hours long, and really that's nothing. You'll sit through, a 2, 3, 4 hour Harry Potter movie, or you'll have a little sit down and watch the whole collection, which, I don't know, I've never seen them, but they're however many hours long, and you'll sit there and watch that when that really has nothing from reality in it. It's all fake. But you can't sit down and watch a hour and a half, 2 hour documentary that could help you with your way of thinking and get you to think a little bit outside the box. And that's really what we need, is people thinking outside the box, not in their controlled, mindless obsessions that we have right now. And I really encourage you all to look into some information. And don't just take my word for it or whoever's word for it. Do it. Look into the information for yourself. Don't ever look at one source. Look into it. Repeat it. Look into it. And you don't have to obsess about this stuff either. Obsession doesn't work. But you should be aware. You can enjoy life. You can enjoy sports. You can enjoy a movie. That's perfectly fine. I do that. You got to relieve stress somehow. You can't obsess about the harsh stuff or the fake stuff, and you really shouldn't obsess about anything, but we do. One other thing is, with the mainstream media, CNN, Fox, ABC, whatever you got going on, take that with a grain of salt. Don't believe it, because it's either, they only either give you half the truth or it's a complete lie. I've seen them straight up lie right on TV, and it makes me laugh. I pretty much watch the news as comedy to see what they're talking about, and I can go research it and see that most of the stuff they say is, they're full of shit. They're just in it for the ratings. Same as any other show. That's how they suck you in. It's all for ratings. The TV, it gets in here. The flicker rates on it. It's science fact from... You can look up documents for it, and it'll tell you that when you sit there and watch TV and you're watching that box, that it will dumb you down and put you in a submissive state, and that's how you get controlled and sucked in to these shows. And that's really all for ratings. Well, I think that's about it that I have for you this time. Hope you guys like this. I'm going to try to continue to do more. Hope you like the intro. I worked a little hard on them. Probably going to change it. But yeah, just bottom line, look into stuff. Be aware. Don't just be a mindless follower, obsessed with bullshit. Really want to have a future for you and your kids and your kids' kids. Let them have a future that with some freedoms left in it that are getting taken away every day. But that's all for now. You guys take it easy. Later.